Hey, what's up, guys? My name is the Smart Money Technician, and welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video, we are discussing trading psychology. Now, before I say anything, I want you to understand that this video right here that I'm releasing is my most important video. It doesn't matter any video that I release in the future. This video right here is the most important video that I will ever release, because if you adhere to the things that I talk about in this video and you put them into practice, you are 100% going to find success in trading. Now, I'm not going to give you a timestamp, but over time, you are going to see your trading improve until you're able to ultimately become profitable. So let's discuss trading psychology. When it comes to trading psychology, we are talking about a set of emotions that we experience and a mindset that many of us adhere to that is really detrimental to our trading, especially as human beings, because these emotions are things that are meant to protect us as human beings. But when it comes to trading, you have to put these emotions out the window. Every instinct in you is telling you this is what you need to feel, this is what you need to do. And I'm here to tell you that you need to remove them, because they are what are hurting your trading. So let's talk about emotions. The first emotion that we experience is fear. You see, what happens is that when you trading and you go through a losing streak, you took a trade, you lost. You took another trade, you lost. Even though you were following your rules, now it's time to take the next trade. You're afraid to take that next trade because you fear that it is going to result in another loss. Because of your past performance and past experience, you are now afraid to take the next trade. Your hand is now shaking. You can't take the next trade. And what if that next trade was going to be the trade that was going to be a winner? Because you were afraid, you failed to execute on that trade. So you need to execute without emotion. The solution to this emotion is to build up a track record of back-tested trades based on your trading model. This is how you beat fear. If you have 2 years worth of back-tested data on the trading model that you have, you are not going to fear losing, because you know that your trading model takes place every single week, and in the long run, this model plays out more times than it loses, and you have an edge in this model. By having lots of screenshots of trade examples of the model that you are trading, you build a solid understanding and foundation on that model. Therefore, it is going to be hard to experience fear, because you know that you have trust in what you are trading. So that leads me to the next emotion that we experience. In this case, we're not fearful. We then become greedy. Let's say you've done a lot of backtesting and your understanding in whatever you're trading has really grown to the point that you win a lot. What happens is that you start imagining the amount of money you can make because you've gotten somewhat good at trading. You start imagining how your friends who never believed in you are going to see that you're now successful, how you're going to buy the latest phone, you're going to drive the latest car. And what this emotion of greed leads to is that it leads to you taking on risk that you are not supposed to be taking in the first place. You end up taking a huge amount of risk, which you are eventually going to lose on your trade, and then you lose what you're not supposed to lose, which eventually leads to you blowing up your account. The solution to this kind of emotion is that you need to be sober-minded. You need to take care of the kind of content that you consume. If you're a person that watches social media frequently, keeping up with the Joneses, seeing people live a flashy lifestyle and just envying them and desiring that kind of flashy lifestyle for yourself, what is going to happen is that you are going to have this mindset and you're going to become greedy. And like I explained, greed does not help. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Keep what you do privately and keep a sober mindset in trading. The best mindset to have is that this is a source of income that can be able to meet your ends needs. Remove it in your mind that this is something that is going to make you become rich, because it's a mindset that is holding you back. Baby steps. You need to have realistic goals, and these goals can be, let's say I aim to make 3 to 5% per month in my trading. By having this kind of mindset, you don't rush your trading, and if you don't expect to rush your trading, you are going to use risk management that is going to protect you in trading, allowing longevity in your trading. Okay, so the next emotion that we experience is overconfidence. Another thing of somewhat getting good at trading. You see, because we have experienced a series of winning trades, we feel that we figured trading out. And we can never lose because we found the one trading strategy that is so high probability it barely loses. And that simply is not the truth, folks. What happens is that the market goes from a state of being in high probability into low probability conditions because it knows that people like you are winning trades a lot. Perhaps the market has been given a specific trading pattern very frequently. It's aware of this, and the time that you become overconfident, it knows. So that's when you start losing trades. The way that you overcome this kind of emotion is to journal all your trades, including the trades that lost. That way, you have a track record of results, and you know that there are times when you are going to win in trading. There are also times when you're going to lose in trading. This mindset helps you to keep that sober mind and to not allow you to break your rules and feel overconfident. The last emotion is fear of missing out. And the way you overcome fear of missing out is by doing all of the previous that I've mentioned. You are backtesting, you're keeping up a sober mind, and you are journaling all of your trade. By doing this, you have built up a track record, building a solid understanding and foundation in your trading. Number two, you're keeping a healthy mind about trading and what to expect from trading. And the third thing is that you have a track record of your wins and losses. This will help you to understand the way the market operates, and that even if you missed a trade today, there's probably going to be a trade the next day or next week. And these trades come like buses. If I missed this trade, I will not chase the market, which could result in me losing. I will wait. I will journal the trade that I missed, and I will wait for the next trade and wait for my rules to be met and then take that trade. You will not go to catch every single trade. So you need to understand that these trades come like buses, and you simply need to wait for the next one. This is where patience comes into play. So these are trading psychology and the emotions that we need to cultivate as traders. Now, when it comes to a mindset, the first thing I want you to understand is that you need to be outcome independent. What does this mean? It means that when you take a trade, you are not going to get any kind of happiness from the outcome of that individual trade that you took, but rather you are going to only gain happiness because you are following the process, because you are process oriented. If I win a trade, I'm not happy. If I lose a trade, I'm not happy. I'm only happy because I wrote down a list of things that I must do every single day. And at the end of the day, I managed to do all those things that I said I was going to do. And because of that, I'm happy. So what are these things? As a trader, you want to first do your analysis. Based on the concepts that you know, you analyze the market and you decide which direction do you expect the market to go into. Do you think the market is going to go up? Do you think the market is going to go down? Or do you think that the market is not really going to do anything and you require more information? This is how you get a bias. And then if you expect the market to go a specific direction, when it is time to trade, you execute a trade based on that analysis. If you did not see your rules being met, then that means you're not executing a trade. Now, what you do is that you then allow the trade to play out. And if the trade loses, you don't revenge trade. You don't try to make back your profit. You simply allow the market to do its thing. You come back at the end of the day and you review the trade. If it was a winner, you look at the things that you did correctly that led to that trade winning. And if it was a loser, you look at what you did wrong that resulted in that trade being a loss, and you learn from it. In fact, even when you win, you are going to still look for things that you may have done wrong. Perhaps you may have messed up on the entry a bit, and you can just journal that and learn. This is how you are going to get better at trading over time, and you gain happiness because you are following the process. So what does this mean? What am I telling you? I'm telling you that even if you lose, as long as you have done everything that you wanted to do, you're a winner. You gain happiness from that. Did I analyze the market? Yes. Did I execute based on that analysis? Yes. And let me also say this. Let's say you executed a trade, and at the time of that trade, you looked at the market and you believed that your rules were met, and then the trade lost, and then you came back, you reviewed the trade, and then you saw that your rules weren't quite there. Your rules weren't quite met, but you executed a trade. But only after the fact you see that you didn't really follow your rules. Did you still do something wrong? No, you did not, because at the time you had conviction and you believed that your rules were met. So I don't want you to beat yourself down, but rather learn from the mistake. And at the end of the day, you still tell yourself, at least I did everything right. I analyzed the market. I executed based on that analysis. I then reviewed the trade and I journaled the result. As long as you were doing these 4 things every single day, including at least just trying to back test at least 3 setups every day, it is a good day. You had a successful day. It doesn't matter whether you won or you lost. You've had a successful day. This is the mindset that I want you guys to have. We are not aspiring to be a profitable trader, which of course we are. But we are being the actual profitable trader. We are living it. You are putting on the costume of being a profitable trader. And being a profitable trader is not based on just winning a trade, having a trade that won. It is a lifestyle. It is a habit that you need to cultivate in yourself. So, this is today's video, and I thank you for listening to the video. Make sure you guys comment if you have questions, like the video, and subscribe if you found value in this concept, psychology. Thank you very much.